Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday, June 11th. It's Tuesday, June 11th, and it is time for Tuesdays with Tina, a great place for me to share some information with you. And today we're going to be discussing the infraorbital injection. Yes, the infraorbital injection is going to be our topic. So, hello, Instagram. Hello, happy to see you down there. And Facebook over here. Happy to have you all here. And like usual, every Tuesday, I'm coming to you with some hints and tips. Last week was dementia, Alzheimer's care for our anesthesia patients, and you can rewatch that on the Teacher Tina RDH YouTube channel, as that's where all of this is going. And this week, we're going to talk about the infraorbital injection. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and I don't want to hold you up from being able to be outside and enjoying that, because it's pretty cool. I live in Oregon. Our beautiful, gorgeous sunny days are short season, so we got to take it while we can, right? I just finished grilling chicken and had a mango chutney sauce that was delicious. Loved it, loved it. As people are coming in, remember, I am going to be talking about the infraorbital injection. The reason why I decided to talk about this particular one was, over the years, over the months, as I'm doing anesthesia workshops, when I talk about this one, everybody's like, oh, I'm never going to do that one. And I just want to talk a little bit about why I choose to do this injection and some little tips on how you can make it a little bit easier for yourself and why you might want to implement it. And so I'll do my best to keep Mr. Skull up here. And by the way, if you don't know already, I will be at ADHA in New Orleans in July, and then the week before that, I will be at RDH Under One Roof in Denver. So hopefully if you're going, please come and say hi to me, even if you don't come to my CE course, which I would love it if you came, but I would love to say hi and meet you and get to have a picture or something. So the infraorbital injection, right? That's the one where we are anesthetizing way, 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 way up into that infraorbital foramen, right below the eye. The reason why I often will choose to do this injection is because I can do one shot and get multiple teeth at the same time. So if I'm not concerned about palatal anesthesia and I want to make sure that the premolars to the midline are numb, this is going to be the one that I'll do, is I will do that IO injection. Now, when you're doing it, there's a couple of things to remember, is you want to find out where that IO foramen is, but really the key is to understand the angle of that maxilla. Really important to understand the angle of that maxilla, so that way when you go to reach your target, you don't accidentally under and over angulate and contact bone prematurely, or come out the patient's cheek. Nobody wants that. I've seen it happen before, and it's just all due to improper angulation. So just to make it easier for demonstration purposes, I am not going to hold the syringe appropriately. Normally, right, when we're holding a syringe, we want to hold it so that our index finger and our middle finger are pinching it, and then our thumb is just there for support. Oftentimes, you can do a little kickstand as well. But for this, I'm just going to make it easy on myself so you can really see that demonstration. When you're doing that, one of the keys is to pay attention to the angle of the maxilla. We don't want to over-angulate as such, because we will contact bone prematurely and hit, let me come over on this side so you guys can see, and hit on that alveolar process. And we don't want to be too straight up and down, because if we come too straight up and down, we could come out the cheek. What you want to do is kind of be a little more slightly angled, but in an upward fashion. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. In an upward fashion, so you can contact right where that infraorbital foramen is. Now, please bear with me, folks, as I am doing this injection while looking in the camera, where it's kind of backwards and upside down. So it's like trying to look at the back of your head with the mirror, okay? So you're going to be coming up and following the angle of the maxilla, not over-angulating in, not over-angulating out, just following the angle of the maxilla, going right on towards that infraorbital foramen. When you contact bone, withdraw slightly, aspirate, deposit your solution. One of the keys to making this work really well for you and getting really profound anesthesia is to massage that anesthetic into that foramen. Just give it a nice little push and work it in. Same thing with our incisive, okay? A lot of times people forget about that one as well. The IO is basically an incisive right upside down, so just press right there on that mental foramen, and you'll get that anesthetic going into the foramen, and it'll give you good pulpal anesthesia, which is really nice. So those are the reasons. One injection, MSA, ASA nerve, gets it all done and taken care of. You don't have to worry about multiple insertions. Remember, the more times we insert that needle, the duller it gets. So I've seen people that'll go and just go infiltration, 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 and do 5 or 6 infiltrations, especially on the maxilla, without changing their needle out. After like 3 penetrations, that needle is dull, friends. It's dull. So just some little key reminders for you on that, all right? Okay, so I'm keeping this really short and brief because it's a beautiful sunny day and I want to go enjoy it and go for a nice little walk and just kind of live a healthy life, right? It's good to get fresh air. So with that, friends, remember last week I talked about anesthesia and dementia, and if you have topics that you're curious about, please message me. I'm happy to review any questions that you might have, even if it doesn't involve anesthesia. I will say that this weekend I did a CPR certification course for my hygiene students who are graduating, right? It's just nice to have that nice clean start. You get all your boards out of the way, you get your diploma, you do your jurisprudence, and your CPR is all current at the exact same time, so you have your fresh start going off into the world, and it was a lot of fun. I did that on Sunday. But I have a microfracture from playing pickleball back in September. I slipped and fell and I strained my wrist, and I think I never got it x-rayed. But I think I kind of had a little microfracture, and when I was demonstrating, I was kind of playing around of like what not to do, and I got a little too aggressive, and I strained my wrist again. It's not fun. So hopefully next week when I'm doing patient care, it'll be happy and happy again. All right. Okay, friends, connect up. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to learn about. Please don't forget there is a brand new updated anesthesia placement guide with new pictures, updated information, including the long buckle injection is on there now. And you get to learn, I have information about the needle gauge and length, everything like that. It's all free. Just go to my website and upload, just request the guide. If you're on my email list, you already got it. So check your email again and see if you have it. And I think it's a great resource. I love it. I'm very proud of it. And I'm very proud of the people who have peer reviewed it for me as well. And I appreciate them. And if you need more information, you can always go to my website and get more anesthesia hints and tips. And until next week, yes, I will be with you next week, and then I go on vacation. So until next week, friends, have a fabulous, fabulous week. And thanks for popping in and joining me on this crazy adventure of Tuesdays with Tina. Ooh, pop quiz. I'm just curious. I know several people who watch this. Do you know how many years I've been doing this? I've done Tuesdays with Tina for several years, and I've been pretty faithful with coming to you almost every single Tuesday. There might be periods of time where I haven't come like every week, but I'm curious if you've made it all the way to the end and you've watched this video, send me a message and tell me how many years do you think I've been doing Tuesdays with Tina. I was kind of surprised when I went back and looked at all of my records. All right, maybe I'll have to throw some repeats in there. All right, friends, have a great evening, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.